everyone, in today's video, I want to show you how to use Notion if you've never used Notion before or if you just need a refresher on Notion. Now, to really simplify Notion, it's a productivity and project management app and website. And one of the best ways you could use it is to organize things for your personal life. And a lot of people use it for work to really have an all-in-one workspace where they could work on some projects together. Now, if you've ever used other productivity apps or note-taking apps or to-do list apps, this basically puts all of those in one. So I've used Asana, Evernote, To-Do, Trello, all those are kind of combined into Notion. So I'll show you exactly how to get started with it and how to use all those features. Now, if you click the link below, it will bring you to this website here where you could sign up for Notion for the first time. So if you don't have an account, just press sign up here. And just to show you the different plans, if you use it for personal reasons, it has a free option that's always free. And there is a pro version of that where it gives you more unlimited options because there are some limitations with the free one. And if you're going to use it for work, there's going to be a plan you could try out for free and then pay the upgrade per team member. And in the sign up process, it will just simply ask you if you want a personal account. So you could choose that if you're going to use this for personal reasons, or if you want a workspace for work, if you're going to collaborate with other team members for professional reasons. And once you sign up, this is a brand new account I wanted to show you. So this is what Notion looks like on the website. Now they do have apps for Windows and for Mac, and they do have iOS and Android apps too, and they will all talk to each other. But I feel like the easiest version is this one on the web to get you started. Then you could download those other apps and kind of have them communicate. Once you figure this out, the rest do come very easy to you. Now on the left side, if you look here, this is called your workspace. So by default, you get one workspace and everything underneath it is organized under that workspace. So you could have multiple workspaces, maybe one for personal reasons, one for work reasons, and jump between them up here. And inside of them, you're gonna get by default some templates just to kind of give you an idea what Notion could do. So these right here are called pages. So right now I'm on the Get Started page that Notion made for me by default. And then there are some other ones. So if you just look at what you could do on a page, look at this one. You could have a heading, you could have some subheadings, you could have some checklists and even videos. This is what a page looks like that Notion made for you. If you go to another one, for example, personal home, let's go there. This is another page. Now this has more things on top, like this banner. It has this icon over here, still your title, and different categories over here divided into these sections. Okay, so these pages are created just to give you an example of what you could do. I'll click on task list and you could see this kind of a page now. So this whole section right here is a page. Let me create a new one so I could show you one from scratch. So one of the first things you typically want to do is I'm going to ignore these templates here and I'm going to press add a new page as my very first step. So let's go through what a page is and what you could do inside of a page. The very first thing you typically want to do is you want to add a title. So I'm going to make a page for creating a website from scratch. That's going to be the title. Then I typically want to add an icon. So I'll click this right here and click this to select an icon. So website, there's no icon for that. I'll just choose web. There we go. We'll choose that as our icon. Then you could add a cover. So that will add a big cover over here. So let me go ahead and actually change this cover. And let's see if under Unsplash, which is just free royalty-free images here, I could look up website. There you go, some examples of websites. So I'll select this one, and in a second you get this nice banner over here. So I got a banner, I got an icon, I got a title. Then after that, you start typing out your notes. So all these different notes are how you use Notion to organize all different topics. So I'll just click here to type, and I could press enter to go to the next line. And it says type slash for commands. So slash is very powerful. If you select it, you could add text here. That's just plain text that we've been doing. You could add to-do lists and you could have headings here. Okay, so if I want to add a to-do list now, so I need to design a website, I need content for the website. I need the videos for the website. I need to hire a developer for the website. So I could create some kind of a to-do list like this for myself. Now, with each one of these sections that you create, you get these 3 dots over here. If you click on that, you could actually click and drag anything anywhere within the page. So maybe hiring a developer is the thing I want to do before designing a website, so I can move that to the top. Anytime too, I could go ahead and click on these 6 dots, and with any one of these sections, I could delete them, duplicate them, and then I could move them around. Or, this is really cool, you could turn any section into another type of a section. So I have a to-do list right now, but let me turn that into a bullet list. You could see that, it changed it just like that. If I change my mind, I could turn it back to a to-do list, okay? Now, another thing that's really useful, let's say I wanted to link this to another page. Watch this. I could go ahead and click these and turn this into its own page, okay? So turn into a page. And what kind of page do I want to make? Maybe a sub page to that page. If I select that, it turns this into a link. You see that? It's created an icon for me that's a page and a link. If I select this, it opens up a brand new page for me. So let me show you on the left side what it did. The very first page I made is called website creation. But if I press this down arrow now, I have a sub page, need to hire a developer inside of that. So it's organizing things for me this way, which is typically what you want to do. You want to make a page that's more like a directory, and inside of that multiple pages like this. Okay, so now in my sub page, I have all the same options. I could still press slash to get these type of blocks. These are called blocks, the text block or the page block and so on. Or let me show you this other thing. I'll press add a new page this time, not a sub page. I'll create a new section here, add a page. And before you click anywhere, you have these options as well. So we'll talk about templates in a second that makes this a lot more powerful. But you could also create a database from scratch when you create a new page. So this new page I just made, let me create it as a database. Now, you have multiple different kinds of databases, but the table one is the most common, where you get something that looks like a Google Sheet or Microsoft Excel document, right? Where you have columns and rows, and you could type out different things in these columns and tag them with different sections here. These are really, really useful, but let me show you what's really powerful. Once you fill this out, let me just type in some content here. 1, 2. Let's say this is something I'm building out here for this page. I could always change the view from the table to something else like calendar. Look at this. If you change it to calendar and press create, it gives you a whole different view of your tasks here that you could organize a different way. So that's really, really useful, is this view section for databases to change how they end up looking like depending on what you're doing. So if you're creating a roadmap for a web design project like I am here, this makes perfect sense to have this and adding different sections here and having kind of tasks and things like that within each of these. So they should have their own title, they should have their own to-do, they should have their own properties here. Like I could add a text property to explain more about this section, and you get the idea here. So these are really, really useful. And anytime you could jump back between your pages that you've created in the past, your sub pages within those pages, and your databases too. So really nice and organized here, and you could jump around at any time. I'm gonna go ahead and actually press these 3 dots next to this page, and anytime you could do that to delete a page or duplicate a page so you don't have to start from scratch. In this case, I'll go ahead and delete it. And let me go back to the website creation page here. So now let me go ahead and add some text over here. I'm just gonna copy and paste from another document. So I'll just go to the Notes app here. I'll go ahead and copy this whole section, and I'll bring it over here and I'll right click and paste. So you have some text here, so I could show you text editing. To edit text, you could simply highlight text just like this. And as soon as you let go of your mouse, this section pops up. Okay, so you got some basic formatting like bold, italic, underline, and strike through. These 4 always come in handy, but you could always change your text into something else. Right now it's just standard text, but I need this to be a heading. So I'll change it to a heading. Look at that. is just change to a heading. I could go ahead and select everything again, and you have a bunch of different options too. And you could turn it into a page to create a sub page to easily go ahead and link up multiple pages together that way. Okay, so this really comes in handy. And changing things into a link always comes in handy too, where you could type in a website URL, and then when someone clicks that, it will take him to that page, or if you click that. You could do this with individual words too. So if I select just one word, you get the same thing. It doesn't have to be a whole paragraph or a whole line. And this comes in handy too, this @mention. When I show you how to share this with other people, this really comes in handy for other people to comment or to get other people's attention. You also have this comment box. If you click this, it's gonna let you comment on specific parts of the note. Okay, this comes in handy too. And you could still add the mention sign to get someone's attention. Right now, I haven't added anyone, so I'm working by myself on a private page. And remember, anytime you could grab these 3 dots right here and grab them and put them somewhere else, okay? Like I'll put her over here to create this type of a break on my page, and this lets you move things around. So the drag and drop with these 3 dots are very, very powerful. Now let's go over here to templates, because templates is where Notion really shines. Okay, so let me show you what you have when you get to the template page. You could look at the right side here and choose templates, which are something that someone else designed for you or Notion designed for you, where you don't have to start building a page from scratch. Okay, so let's look at marketing, for example. I'll do a drop down and meeting notes for a marketing meeting. Let's go ahead and click that. And look at this. This is what the page is going to look like. So if I press use this template, what ends up happening is it created a new page for me. So I didn't press add page, it just made it for me here. And inside of my page, I don't have a top banner yet. I don't have an icon. Oh, I guess I have an icon here. So I could add a banner. This is my title. And this is the description, just standard text here. And then I get this nice database view over here as well. Okay, so now instead of typing from scratch, I could go ahead and double click here or select the whole section and delete it and type my own text. I'm gonna press Command Z on my Mac to go back. This works like any text document, where Control or Command Z takes you backwards if you make a mistake. So let's go back to templates one more time to see what we have. And this is pretty much for any category. So if you want a roadmap for a website, which is what I'm building, for example, or a product, you could click on roadmap, see what that template looks like. Look at this. This is a much more complex template. I'll press use here, and I got a new page called roadmap. Again, I could edit this anytime. And look at this, it's gonna give me this incredible layout right here where it shows me things that haven't been started yet, things that we're working on, and things that have been completed. And you could go ahead and drag and drop these into different sections. This is kind of like a Trello board if you've ever used Trello before. One of my favorite apps out there that's kind of built in now to Notion. So anytime you could drag any of these into different sections, and you could click on them to go ahead and mark any one of these over here. If you watch my Trello tutorial, you will get a pretty good understanding of how these boards work too. You also have import option where you could import other things. If you've been using Evernote like I have, you could import it here. You could also use things from Google Docs, Trello, Asana, and some of the other things that I mentioned as well. Makes it really, really easy to import other documents. And finally, I'll show you this option right here, share. If you press share right on top, you could simply add other people, okay? And then they would be able to work on documents with you inside of your workspace or inside of that page. Okay, right now I could go ahead and add people and share a document with them this way. I could always publish and share a link with anyone as well by just pressing this right here and then making this into a website where people could jump in and help me with it. I could allow them to comment or edit, depending on what I choose here, on a website that has a URL. So I could go ahead and copy this link and then email it to someone, and then they could go ahead and edit it with me. And that's your crash course on using Notion. Again, if you check their website, they do have apps for Windows and for Mac and for your iPhone and iPad and for Android phone too. So I recommend really getting comfortable with the website, figuring out how it all works, and then getting those apps so you could have an easier way to edit anything on the go. I hope you found it useful. Let me know if you want to see more advanced trainings on Notion. I do have other tutorials on other platforms as well, like Evernote, Trello, Asana, and everything pretty much in the world of productivity, including all the things that Google has, all the things that Microsoft has on this channel. So check those out if you found this one useful. Thanks again for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.